Have you ever imagined what could happen in 5 days? If you haven't, try to imagine what could happen in 50 years. If you don't have any idea, let me take you one step after the times. We're going to give you some information about those things. Machines, fashion, photography, everything that changed into the time. In this program, you will learn this and more. But I have something to tell you. Welcome to the future.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Luis Felipe Martinez, and this is our documental Welcome to the Future. Today, I want to talk about different topics, really interesting topics that everyone should know. Well, I want to start first with a very interesting topic. And what is that topic? I mean the photography. As you know, the photography has been evolutionating a lot since the last years. I'm also recording this video with an advanced camera. I have my partner Ana Cecilia Cantu, who has that information. Please, Ana.
The history of the photography starts with the camera obscures used to form image on walls in darkness room. But now we have a lot of technology and we can choose in a large variety of cameras. Now we have quality and definition anywhere. Photography is not something difficult to paint. In any smartphone can find a good camera. The sharpness of some cameras is amazing because you can see absolutely everything as if you were seeing with your own eyes. Today we can find instant printers that do not take up much space, but they can do the same work as a normal printer. Instant cameras have become popular in recent years, are returning to the past but of course always improving. There is a Polaroid camera, is instant but includes a memory card to store the photograph digitally. Is the idea of enhance past.
Very interesting topic, Anna. Thank you very much. Well, this topic is not the only one that we are going to talk about. We have different topics, and this second topic is about a very interesting and daily instrument. I mean the transportation. Yeah, almost everyone use the car to move, use the train, use the metro, use a cab or a taxi, whatever. But we use transportation almost for everything. Yes, I want to talk about that interesting thing, and I have my partner, Kaira, who will talk us about that interesting thing. Well, please Kaira, tell us some information.
What this means of fragmentation mean? They are different systems or ways to move something from a place to other one. They can be classified on terrestrial, air, and aquatic. The innovation of this year have been changing the world.
Tesla Motors is one of the companies that are innovating with their S-Cars model. Those cars can be driven by themselves. Apple is also developing a self-driving car. This is, of course, so much modern than trains of a century.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the donuts. Yeah, wait a minute. It's my mother. I'm sorry, Mom. Catch you later. Bye. Communication. Another very interesting and important topic that we have to talk about. But I didn't want to talk to you about that. I have a specialist, Elisama, who will talk us about the communication. As you know, communication exists since the beginning of the times. Let's go with you, Elisama.
Communication exists since the beginning of the age. The man began communicating via gestures and pictographic expressions. Instead, it is possible to reach very far place just with a click. That's what we know as cyber world.
In 1840, Glad created a postal service and began using post seal and now
Nowadays, we can use the social networks for communicating with whoever we want by video calls or just sharing the invention of the telephone by Graham Bell was huge innovation with that here, but nothing compares with social networks.
Oh, thank you very much, Elisano. Well, let's talk about another important topic that we use every day. We're talking about food. Wow, this is really delicious. Well, food market is really whatever. Let's go with you, Judith.
The food that our ancestors had was much healthier, fresher, and it had no preservatives. Nowadays, most of the food had high levels of preservatives, chemicals, and a lot of fat and sugar. Also, the industry uses their own hormones manipulation to increase production. That's why, if we continue like this, global production will increase at least in 60% for 2050. As scientists' calculations, it will be necessary to produce food will be a great challenge, and there are some new alternatives for the future. Use of substance to enhance the harvest, food printing, and making of transgenic food.
Fashion, the last topic of this documental. Well, fashion has been evolutionating a lot, since the beginning of the times. The skin clothes, the jackets, leather jackets and things like that. But I want Giovanni to talk us about. Giovanni is a specialist in fashion. So Giovanni, please talk us about fashion.
Today we're going to talk about fashion. But first, we have to know what is fashion. Well, fashion is described as a way of living, a way of behaving. But we better know it as the way we dress. Well, the fashion is influenced by the culture, like the work, the trade, the entertainment, as well as the technology, the communication. Well, fashion can change a lot through the decades. Take for example the 50s, where the rock and roll style became so popular. Take for example the Grease movie, where everyone was using the leather jackets, the leather skirts, the colorful shoes, or for example the 60s and the 70s too, where everyone became so lovely, so peaceful, so full of color. Well, in that time, what was so popular was disco fever and the hippie movement, where the bottom pants, the platform shoes, the wrap dresses, and the patriotic colors predominant within junk. Then we have the 80s. But what about the 80s? Well, in the 80s, the bold colors and the graphic patterns were popular too. The pop music was a great influence in the young people. Take for example Michael Jackson. The way as he dressed, the way as he talked, the way as he behaved was an example for the people. Then we had the 90s. Well, the 90s was a special time, a special decade, because of the bridge between the centuries, the 20th century and the 21st century. There, the people had a more serious and casual style with darker colors and looser silhouettes. But the greatest change are the patterns and the colors, making the dressing more simple and casual. Well, that is how the fashion had changed through the decades until we have it now. But what about the future? Well, we can expect a lot of things from the future. Like, we can imagine that the clothes that we want to wear will change its color, or maybe that the clothes that we're gonna wear gonna adjust by themselves, or maybe that they will control the temperature. We can imagine a lot of things. We have a lot of movies that tell us how we're gonna be wearing our clothes, like Back to the Future. But we're sure about one thing. is that we're gonna use a lot of technology to wear our clothes. But what about style? Style is different. There's a lot of ideas about how we're gonna use our clothes. Some people think that all the people are gonna use the same clothes, the same style, maybe as a uniform. Another people think that some people will use the colors and the patterns depending on its mood. But we don't know it for sure. We can expect a lot of things. Who knows? Maybe we will be using the same clothes as our grandparents did. Because you know what they say, fashion always comes back.
For this documental, we have prepared an special interview. Enjoy it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Luis Felipe Martinez, and I represent the team for the project Welcome to the Future. Today, I'm here with a special guest. Her name is Marilu Martinez, and she's going to answer some of our questions that we prepared for her about the future. Good afternoon, Marilu.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, our team prepared some questions for you, and we want you to give us your personal opinion about the future.
Okay.
And first, I want to ask you, what did you used to think about the future a few years ago?
Well, when I watched the movie Back to the Future, I couldn't imagine that those things could be happen at this moment. But with the advantage of the science and the technology, we can be witness about amazing things.
Well, Back to the Future is an amazing movie,
Yes.
and some of the things, well, I actually wish that some of the things could be real, but they're not. But it's okay. And next question. Did you used to imagine that the future would be like this?
No, I'm gonna give you a simple example, the cell phones. Look at how far the technology goes with the cell phones. We can give them a lot of uses, like computers, like cameras,
Video games also.
video games. Yes,
Cell phones are amazing, and well, before cell phones were just like blocks, and today we use them such as computers, or well, they're amazing.
yes.
Okay, what electronic devices do you used to use?
Well, when I was a child, my mom used to use consoles, tape recorders, and video cassettes. And personal, I use Ataris for my video games.
Well, we don't use that electronic devices anymore, but we have MP3 players, Blu-rays, and split screens, and all of that amazing devices that we use daily. Well, that's amazing. Technology has been advancing with gigantic steps. Well, talking about fashion, what did you used to think about today's fashion?
Well, I don't put many attention to the fashion because I don't like fashion. But I can see young people that they like fashion. They go to stores and buy some stuff, outfits that they think they will like them make better using those kind of clothes.
Well, I'm okay because blazers will never be in fashion. Well,
Yes.
and for our last question, what is your vision about the future?
Well, my vision about the future is like doctors and the science can work together to discover many cures for many diseases like cancer. So that could be one path for the future. Other paths for the future could be we can live in another planet, right? We can discover many things out of our own planet.
I'm excited with the idea that maybe someday I could be drink a cup of coffee or tea with an alien. Thank you very much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
This was our first interview for the project Welcome to the Future. My name is Luis Felipe and this was our special guest.
Marilu Martinez.
Thank you very much again, Mary.
You're welcome, Felipe. Thank you.
Okay, this is everything. See you the next time.